So, hi, welcome to Noise Podcast. I'm Shane.
I'm Glory.
And we're here with
Katerina Nicole.
And we're asking some questions today about our upcoming EP, Serene in Violent Ocean. So, congrats on that, by the way. How do you feel about the response, the announcement so far?
So far, it's been absolutely amazing, and it feels so good to put it out.
Hell yeah. The EP
right.
fucking rips.
Exactly. Damn right.
Especially that last track goes crazy.
Oh, I'm so honored to be with you guys today because you guys have interviewed some really great artists so far, and that means a lot coming from you guys. So thank you.
I'll appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you. Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
So, is there any meaning behind the EP title or cover art?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with the EP title. Comes from lyrics from my next upcoming single that is releasing tomorrow called Emotionally. And it's just about being able to be okay with yourself and stay true to who you are no matter how turbulent life gets.
Gotcha.
Right.
And any meaning behind the cover art?
I let my art director Kevin Moore from Soft Surrogate just take the wheel. He's absolutely amazing at what he does.
Gotcha. Just gave him the EP and just said, whatever you see, whatever you hear, go for it.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was really important for me to allow the other artists and team members to be able to, excel at what they do.
Gotcha.
Yeah, right. And what was kind of the thought process for choosing that lyric from that song for the title? Is it kind of the thoughts you're trying to convey in the EP, or is it anything else other than that?
You know what? I really think it is just that because the EP will take you on a journey from the first track until the fifth. And I have been releasing them in different order. So once the EP comes out as a whole on February 21st, I hope that the listeners can go on that journey with me on things that I've been through. It's about growing through those things and, looking within yourself and finding the beauty and the light at the end of the tunnel.
And any particular reason why, like, because typically, like, I've noticed EP rollouts are typically just an amalgamation of singles that have came out and then they just stack it in that order. So is there a reason why you're rolling the EP out in a different order than the way it's track listed?
I tried to be a little bit more strategic with that, just what would catch people. So I started with Catch My Breath.
Yeah.
And then coming out with Darkling showed a different side of me. And then with What I Know Now, with the music video, I thought would be a good plan. I thought that would make the best music video and to be like, hi, this is who I am,
Yeah.
Gotcha. That makes sense. So can you tell us a little bit about your writing process for the EP?
It was a lot of digging deep, and I'm really lucky to say that I felt really safe in my studio environment with my producer, and we were able to connect on a lot of things that allowed us to put our heads together and really let each other feel what we were feeling at the time. And we all go through things in our past, and sometimes it's hard to bring them up or to talk about them or to let them be seen in a different light. And that's what I really tried to do while creating these songs. Because I think we can all take good things from the bad.
Yeah.
100%. So what were your methods to dig deep? I know you said you felt safe and comfortable, so that's definitely like one of the biggest things when you're writing with someone. But did you have any other methods to kind of get past that surface level?
A little bit of whiskey.
Okay, all right.
There you go.
That'll do it, yeah.
But I think because it's been bottled up for so long, and I was in the deep house genre earlier in my career, so it just wasn't doing it for me. I was like, man, I really have some rage. I need to get out. And so I think I got to that breaking point of like, this is what I need to do.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, that's fucking awesome. I'm glad you found that. I'm glad you're doing it now. Get it out.
Thank you.
Yeah. So what song off the EP took the longest to write, and which one is your personal favorite?
Ooh, good question.
Thank you.
The one that took longest to write was House of Cards, I think. Because it talks about, people putting on different personas and deceit. And I think I was going through a little bit of that at the time. And so I really wanted to portray it in a way that wasn't too much rage, but still have still have some rhythm because it is one of the most high energy tracks on the EP.
Mhm.
And so I wanted to keep that alive. Um, and my favorite track is Emotionally that comes out tomorrow. It's really about being able to get through things and feel good after and to live again. Yeah.
Damn
Hell yeah,
right.
love it.
So, do you personally prefer on working and writing, thinking about past experiences or present experiences and things that you're going through in that moment?
A bit of both in this EP. Yeah, things that I really have thought about for a long time that I wanted to put into art. And then at the same time, we worked on this EP fairly quickly, but it
Mhm.
was still it was a month and a half. And I still went through some things within that month and a half that I was like, oh, this can still relate to some of those things.
Mhm.
So, it was easy to intertwine them a little bit.
That's
Gotcha.
good. Fuck
And
yeah.
you mentioned, did you write this entire thing in studio, or did you come in with anything like into sessions?
Nothing was written. So I'm definitely the person that's like, I have the theme, I have the vibe, I have this kind of overall story.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And then my producer just would start composing, and we would do that for one day. And then I would automatically know what I was feeling off of the sounds,
Mhm.
and then things would come up for me. So we spent a month and a half exactly from start to finish on this EP. So um, I worked with my producer Jordan Chase and my co-writer Matt Lazaire on these lyrics. So I have some writing background, but I
Mhm.
really like to wing it and be in the moment and see what flows good with the music.
That makes sense.
100%. So, would you say that that month and a half was a shorter experience for you or on the longer end of experience for you?
After it was done, I was like, no, it's done.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I couldn't wait to get back in the studio. And we were right away, we were already talking about like, hey, this, you got to be patient. You got to
Yeah.
give it time to put it out. And, already here we are. And I can already say I'm working on EP2, which is exciting.
Oh, that's
Hell yeah,
huge.
love
That's
it.
huge. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So for this question, I want you to pick your favorite lyric off the EP and tell us the meaning behind it.
I think it still is Jordan Chase wrote, I'm starting to live again, heartstring tearing lover. And it just resonated so hard with me because music was always that thing that I would keep pushing away throughout my adolescence
Mhm.
because I thought I wasn't good enough or what I had to say or sing about didn't matter. And it just kept coming back and kept pulling on me. And it wasn't really until COVID that I was like, man, I'd be damned if I don't actually give this a real shot. So,
Mhm.
I really believe that, if there's something that's pulling at you to do in your life, that you got to do it for your heart and your soul, and you're going to be the happiest version of yourself if you do that.
Wholeheartedly agree.
Damn right. Yeah. Hell yeah. And would you be able to tell us where your headspace is at while you're creating the EP?
Usually pretty emotional and dark, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's you're going to places sometimes that are really hard to go to.
Hmm.
And some days are better than others when you're just like in the mode and you're like, yeah, I'm really feeling this chorus. Like I know what I want to put there and your energy is flowing, but then you might go home and then you just break down, like you
Hmm.
don't really know what's going to come up throughout this process, but there's so much healing in that. And that is beautiful.
Gotcha. Do
100%.
you have like any sort of like checks and balances, or things that you do to kind of keep yourself from slipping too deep while you're in like a writing kind of mode, like making sure that you're still okay while dredging up these past experiences? Or do you kind of just let it flow and you'll take care of yourself like once the process is over?
I think showing gratitude is number one because then you can really, give yourself some credit and acknowledgement, like how far you've come
Mhm.
in your journey. And animals, honestly, is my other great love in my life. So I rescue animals, I take care of them, I rehabilitate them, I do all that kind of stuff. I work at two different shelters, so
Oh yeah.
that always keeps me grounded. And I'm such a giver and an empath, so doing that just like brings me right back to my center.
Gotcha.
Damn right.
Hell
That's
yeah.
wonderful. I fucking love animals. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, they're great.
Beautiful. And how do you recommend your fans to listen to this EP for the first time? Should they do in the car with friends, the dark with headphones on? Is it a workout EP, party EP? What do you personally recommend?
I want to say um, it's definitely dark, so I would say at nighttime vibe.
Okay.
Mhm.
Nighttime and driving alone might
Zoom
be really
agrees.
Yeah, Zoom says that's good.
yeah, I think that would be a great first listen. I don't know. What did you guys do when you first listened to it?
I listened to it right here, and I was working on I bake, so I was writing down all of my things that I have to bake for today. So it was getting me in that, okay, work mode. I gotta get this shit done
Oh, love
mode.
it.
Yeah.
I was still laying in bed. Gonna be honest with you.
Okay, so the
It
exact
got me out of
opposite.
bed this morning. Glory is the early riser of the group. She's up at 5 a.m. I'm the reason we started at 11 a.m.
I love it. That's great.
So this question should be super, super quick off top of your head. I want you to describe the CP for new listeners in 3 words. No more, no less.
Dark, turbulent, and beautiful.
Ooh,
That's
wonderful.
perfect. Oh, yeah.
That's great. And is there a certain feeling or emotion you want this EP to evoke in your listeners?
I really am such a pusher for, hey, you should just do what you want to do, what you love to do, and not listen to outside voices on what other people think you should be.
Yeah.
Individuality. Yeah.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's like once you put this out, it's however the people listening want to take it. You can't really put a certain feeling on it, but we like to ask anyway, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like for me, it really showed myself that I can be okay with myself at the end of the day. And I think everybody should be okay with themselves at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
100%. Yeah.
So can you talk about any particularly challenging or standout moments during the creation of this EP, positive or negative?
Oh, okay. I have a good one. When we were recording, I've recorded singles lots and I've always done it with the mic on the stand and with the pop filter and stuff. But this time we were trying to get the heavy chorus for Catch My Breath, and I was pretty stiff. So Jordan said, hey, why don't you just take the mic off the stand and see what happens? And all of a sudden I just became so free and I sounded completely different and how I should sound. And it was a really great moment to be like, aha,
Yeah, fucking rock star moment. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Oh,
really felt like one. Yeah.
So are you doing that from this point forward, recording everything with the mic in hand versus on the stand?
Never again on the stand.
There you go. Yep.
Love
Damn
it.
right. Damn right. And for this question, I want you to picture you're on tour. You're at a gas station for a rest stop. You're going in. What is your snack of choice?
Oh, I'm such a foodie. So can I have options or one thing?
You could have options. We have people like give us like a whole list, and I'm like, damn, I agree with all of those.
I really do love options. I love a hot drink if it looks half decent in that gas station.
Nice bev. Yeah.
Let's go with something salty like sour cream and onion chips, and something sweet would probably be um, Reese's peanut butter cups
Ooh.
or maybe a Kit Kat.
You just named 2 of my favorite fucking candies ever. Like, that's fucking crazy. Good picks. Good taste. Good taste.
Oh yeah. And on the topic of food, if your project was a dish, what dish would it be and why?
I really like a big plate because you can fit a lot of food on it.
Yeah.
I had to pull a Demi Lovato on that one. Okay.
Jesus Christ. She's like a cup or something,
Yeah, she's
right?
like a cup, a mug,
A mug.
A mug because it has a handle.
It was like, oh my God, Demi. Jesus, dude. It's fucking crazy.
So good. In all realness, the question was my favorite dish.
No, what dish would your project be?
What would my project be?
Yeah.
Probably a Greek dish called pasticcio. And it's a layer of bolognese sauce on the bottom with bucatini noodles everywhere with a thick layer of bechamel. And it's actually not easy to do. So that would be my project.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah. That's solid. All right. And for the last couple of questions, we're actually going to shift away from music, if that's okay with you.
Sure.
Cool. So we're actually going to go straight to Death Row.
Boom.
If you're on death row, what would your last meal be with a drink?
Spanakopita, spinach pie for
Mhm.
sure, because I could just live off of that for the rest of my life.
That's fair.
And a drink, old fashioned.
Solid.
Hell
Wonderful.
yeah.
Weird combination, but hey.
Oh no, it's fucking crazy, but I'm rocking with it. It's fine. I wasn't gonna judge you.
Great. So if you could live in one fiction world for a week, where would you live?
Either Willy Wonka,
Hmm.
because it's colorful and tasty.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's solid.
Yeah, the factory would be so fucking dope, man.
Yeah.
Everything's edible. I mean, even the people, but that's cannibalism. So like,
Yeah, that's weird.
yeah, that's fucking weird. Don't do that.
Hanging with the Oompa Loompas, sign me up.
Come on, man. Right?
Yeah.
And I have the honor of asking the last question. Every single person we've spoken to has actually said it is the most important question. What is your favorite color?
My favorite color is green.
Okay.
Always has been.
Mhm.
It's the heart chakra. I think it's really important to listen to your heart. And it's the color of plants and, living, breathing things. And I think that's great. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm right. I agree.
All right. So as Gloria said, that's all the questions we have today. Is there anything that you would like to plug?
My new song, Emotionally, is out tomorrow, which is February 12th.
Mhm.
And my EP is out February 21st. I have awesome merch. I'm wearing some right now. I'm sitting on a really awesome blanket.
Hell yeah.
I'm very excited. And I also have a new music video for House of Cards coming out as well, shortly after the 21st of February.
Hell yeah.
Beautiful.
All right. Well, thank you, Sandless. This has been Katerina Nicole, and we have been the Good Noise Podcast.